welcome back to Rad BMX Builds. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sean, the owner of Rad BMX Builds, and this is a YouTube channel about old school BMX bikes. I live in Newport Beach, California, specifically around the Balboa Village on the peninsula, and today I'm on the Balboa Pier. Beautiful day out, not very crowded, only a couple people. And today I chose to bring a new bike out to the collection that I'd like to share with you. A very limited edition, one of only 150 made, chrome 2019 HARO Team Master. Here it is. Today in this video, I'm going to show you a few bikes, projects that I'm currently working on, and what some of those future plans are for those bikes. So come along with me back to the garage and the shop, and we're going to pull out a few bikes and go over them. And I'll talk a little bit more about the 2019 HARO Master that I just debuted to you, and discuss some things that I'm going to do to that bike. Let's go. All right, welcome back. We're in the shop, and as promised, I have another addition to the collection that I'd like to go over, and we'll discuss some of the things I'm going to be doing to this bike. This is a 2021 HARO Master 24-inch, and it's right here behind me. It is the Dennis McCoy Team HARO Master. Comes in teal and blue, and some things that I've already added were the white grips, teal donuts, white seat, white pedals, and some white fork standers. And as you can see in the background, I've ordered some brand new Skyway 24-inch wheels, and I had a set of GT Smoothie tires. Just got the tubes in the mail last night, so we're going to be putting those wheels on this bike today, giving it more of an 80s look. And this bike is amazing to ride. It's a great daily, very smooth, and I think it's going to look really good with those wheels on it. So let's get to work and put some tubes in those tires, fill them up, swap them out, and see what they look like on the bike. And yes, I did get some white brake pads for it, because there's nothing worse than people using black brake pads on white Skyways. So if you do decide to use some white Skyway wheels, please opt in and get the white brake pads and swap out the black ones that come on most brakes. All right, let's get to work. Alright, time to swap out the brakes. Got some white brake pads here to swap out the brake pads with, and they are Eagle 2 by Cool Stop, and they should work perfect on this. So let's go ahead and install them and see what it looks like. So when you look at your brake pads, you got to make sure that you're putting them on there so they're going in the right direction. So if you look on here, you'll see some fine writing. Make sure you look at your pad. Remember the direction of the rotation of the tire and put the pads on accordingly. welcome back. So after a little bit of work, we decided that we were gonna put on some white 24-inch Skyways with some white cool stop brake pads, and as you saw, we went ahead and made it through that. The brake pads took a little adjustment to get the right washers and stuff in there to get it to work right, but pretty happy with the overall how it turned out. As you can see, we got the white cool stops, the white 24-inch Skyways with the GT Smoothie tires, and it came out really good. On the front, looks nice. The width of this tire is a little bit bigger than the stock, and that's where I had to play with the washers on the brakes to get them to fit right, but no rubbing. You still have enough space down there in the chainstay to where these fatter tires are going to work, and I think they're going to be really awesome on the beach. And it gave this bike a really good 80s overall look, which I'm really proud of. So I'm going to get this out on the pier, get some photos of it, and do a little bit of riding. So let's go get some of that footage, and then we'll come back here and we'll talk about some other projects that I currently got going on, along with some updates to that 20-inch HARO Master that I showed you earlier, and projects that I want to do involving that bike, some parts and pieces that I already bought that are coming. So let's go for a ride. There it is, the 24-inch HARO Master. Just rode it smooth, no rub on the wheel and chainstay, and the brakes work awesome. So yeah, I'd recommend doing this upgrade to your 24-inch. Gives it more of a retro 80s look, and popped some of the white out a little bit by using some accents. And overall, pretty cool bike. Rides really smooth, and I think that's about all I'm going to do to this bike. I don't think I'm going to add any more things to it. I'm pretty happy with the way it is. I think I'm going to close out this video with a last review of the two HARO bikes. First up, the 2021 DMC HARO Master that we went ahead and put some white accessories on. We did the fork standers, the wheels, the tires, the pedals, the brake pads. I put the seat on off camera, along with the Amy grips, and teal mushrooms on the grips. So there it is. Great riding bike. Very happy with it. Glad to add that to the personal collection. And next, the new out of the box 2019 HARO Master. And the only thing I've really added to this currently is the checkered donuts on the grips and the seat. The Vans Colt collaboration seat. And lots of parts coming for this, as we talked about. So stay tuned for that, and that'll be in an upcoming video. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram, because I'll post a lot of updated photos for that. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Leave some comments below, and as always, stay rad.